Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. I am Amy with Growing Your Faith, and today we are going to be doing video 2 in the hand lettering series. So you can work in your little book that you made last week or the week before that, and you can do your letters in here. Remember to double up your paper and put washi tape so that your stuff doesn't bleed through. Sorry, I just ran up the stairs and I'm out of breath. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I am going to use this piece of paper so that I can draw nice and big, so that I can show you these letters. So I'm going to use a Sharpie. The pen that I usually use is this Pilot G207 pen. This is just the one that I use to Bible study with, so it's usually the one that I wind up hand lettering with, because it's just the majority of the time that's just what I'm using. But some other great pens would be the Micron pens. I will post links down in the description below. Today I'm going to use these Uniball, what are they? Uniball Signo. These things are amazing, okay? My friend Chris K sent these to me, and they're fantastic. So they're a gel pen. This one is white, this one is gold. She also sent me a silver one. And they almost sit on top of the paper. They do flatten out a bit once they dry, but they don't soak into the paper. So then you've got a very nice little dot on your paper, or, you know, a very nice line if you're doing a line, or a dot if you're doing a dot. So we'll use these today, but today I'm going to use a Sharpie. So the first thing we are going to, so what we are going to do today for our hand lettering is work with capital letters. And I chose capital letters because everybody knows how to write capital letters. They're not super complicated. It's not like cursive where, you know, like you have to form letters in a certain way. Writing in all caps is just easy. But I have 5 different hand lettering styles that you can do with the all caps that are just a lot of fun to play around with. So the first one we are going to do is just that, just all caps. So number 1, oh, and I have a freebie for you that I will show you at the end of the video, and I will tell you where you can get it as well. So we're going to just do all caps. Okay, and everybody, you all know what this is going to look like, okay? So we're just going to, and you're going to practice these in your book. You can use 2 lines if you want, because then that gives you your top and your bottom line, and it'll be very helpful on some of the other ones. And then B, C, D. Okay, so this is nothing new to any of us, really. So for an example, whoops, forgot the other line. And it just kind of stands out a little bit. So let's say you're going to do something like faith. And then maybe you want to do can move in caps. Okay. And then you could go back to your cursive for mountains. Whoops, sorry, I messed that up. It's harder to write with a Sharpie than you think it is. Okay, so excusing my sloppy mountain handwriting here, you can see how it just kind of makes it stand out a little bit. You could put a box around that, and just different things like that. Okay, so number 2. All we're going to do for number 2 is we're going to adjust our center line. Okay, This all looks much better on the printable I made for you, I promise. Okay, so this is where having those lines are really going to help you out. So first, let's do a low center line. So whenever you do a regular A, they always have you put your line in the middle. But what we're going to do is we're going to focus on putting it closer down to the bottom like this. So then you're going to do that with every letter. So you're going to have a big top and a small bottom. Okay, so C and D don't really matter, but then you have like E. So you'll do like that. Even S has one. So you'll do a big loop at the top and a small loop at the bottom. And then you can do the same thing, but flipped. So then we can go and put our A and then put this way up at the top here. And then we'll do a small and then a large. There's a little fly. And then, so like for the E, same thing, just up here, your F, and then your S, you'll do a small and then a large. Oh my gosh, go away. Okay, so let's see what this would look like with Faith. So we'll have the line way down here. And then you just try to kind of keep those even as possible. And even your H with your cross line is going to be way down at the bottom there. And then same for, or just opposite for the up at the top. Top, what is it? The top 1/4? I don't know. There, just like that. I think these wind up looking really cute. I used this one probably more than this one, but I actually really kind of like them both. Okay, so then let's look at number 3. And number 3 is we're just going to choose one side and we're going to make that side bold. Okay, so one thing to remember when you're doing this is to make sure you kind of get enough space in there. But so like with our A, we're going to draw our A. And then we're going to add some boldness to this side over here and just color that in. So whatever side you decide, you want to kind of stick with that side. So if we went to do a B, then we're going to put our bold over here. This is super helpful to get used to for your faux calligraphy, which I will also teach you how to do. And then, so for just like your E, it's just gonna, you'll just, whoops, sorry, I added it on the wrong side. So then you'll just want to kind of thicken up these lines. Sorry, he's not super pretty. Okay, and then, so let's do it on the other side, but let's change things up again a bit. So instead of coloring them in black, we're just going to leave them white. So then you have to think through your steps a little bit because you don't want these cross lines to be inside of it. So if I was going to do it on the other side, for instance, you wouldn't want to do your E first and then come down like this because you're going to have that line right there. So this one would need to be colored in all the way. Does that make sense? Okay, so before we put our cross line in here, we're just going to go ahead and come down like this, and then we will put that line in there. Okay, so same for this, which the B doesn't matter quite as much except for if you come all the way in with your bubble here. Okay, and then C, and you just kind of keep doing it like this. Then that means that you can add things in to this space here. So you could color it with a color, like a color pencil, or you could put polka dots in there, or you could color it in gold if you wanted to. Black and gold will look really nice together. It just kind of adds a little something to it. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, I'm sorry. That wasn't to where you could see me doing it, and I want you to be able to see me doing it. So we're going to make our block on this side again, sorry. And then I'll go ahead and draw out our B as well, and put our heavy set. And you can make this as heavy or as light as you want. Like, it's totally up to you. Okay. And then you're just going to take your gold pen here and just kind of bring it down and just kind of create like a little accent. If you want, you can add leaves like I did up there, but you don't have to. You could put just about anything in here. You could do little dots like I'm about to do on the B. And then these pens are really cool. It's really just a little tap. But if you wanted to make them bigger, then you could. Just swirling it around a little bit. There, sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, number 4. I want you to be able to see, so I'm zoomed in kind of a lot, and then my whole page doesn't fit in here because I need it to be sideways. Okay, so for this one, we are going to alternate the size of our capital letters. Okay, so you can start with a big one and then go to a small one and then do another big one and another small one if you wanted to. So you could do like an F, an A, an I, a T, and an H. Now, I don't use it like this very often. It could be kind of fun. I do more like where you would say A and then all the rest of them are small. So more like F, A, I, T, H. I'll do this a lot with my my word timeline in my Bible study. Okay, and so then it's gonna look more like this. Oh, I just did that. Sorry. There. So it's just kind of interesting, and it stands out, and it's a little bit different than just your normal handwriting. Okay. Number 5. You're going to adjust your width. Whoops. I can't write today now that I'm on camera. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is gonna look kind of like, you're gonna do like tall and skinny. Like this. Okay. Or you're gonna do wide like this. And this can go as big as you want. So like your B could, yeah, as wide as you want. You can even kind of square them off if you want. Sorry, writing with this is really tricky. Okay, so I like the skinny ones way more than I like the fat ones. Especially the little skinny H. Yeah, like that. Or you can I like the fat H too, I guess. There. It almost just looks like I did them larger rather than like wider. There. There you go. They don't look very pretty, but okay. So that's all of them. But what could be really cool is if you then take all of these that you've learned and kind of put them together. So let's take the all caps okay? And the bold on one side, as well as the skinny and make a word. So not even listening to my own stuff, sorry. Okay, so then we're just going to bold on one side. You choose which side. Okay, so we've got it all in all caps, and then we've got it bold on one side, and we have it skinny. Okay, so now you can embellish this however you want. So let's say we just put some little elongated dots that maybe look like seeds, pretty little gold seeds on each of them. And you can make them go all different directions. Just like so. And this, you know, like I was talking last week, when you're just focusing on this, and like maybe faith is one of the words in your Bible study, and so you want it on your page somewhere and to look kind of cool. As you're doing this, like you are, or you should be, can be, meditating on God's word. That's what we're doing when we Bible journal and when we Bible study. And it's very meditative if you use it in the right way. Just like our Bible study and our Bible journaling, we can bring God into it or we can leave him out of it. And so we want to make sure that while we're doing this, we are thinking about what we're learning, we're thinking about what the word means, we're being aware that God is with us every moment, and we are asking him to help us and teach us as we go. Another thing I want to show you is that you can then embellish this however you want. So let's say you wanted to put like some little gold dots. You know, remember how we used to do that? Like we would write F and then we would have little dots at the end of it. So you can do that here too. You can put them wherever you want on here. And it just kind of adds a little bit more to your cute little words. Just like that. You could do hearts. You could add little hearts to it instead. Little stars. Ooh, stars would be good. Anything like that. So hopefully this gives you a little bit more lettering in your toolbox. And I would love to see y'all's practice pages. So make sure you share those. You can take one of these sections and work on and do like a whole page in your book here. So like take a whole page and just do your all caps, and then take a whole page doing adjusting your center line and so on. And then you are welcome to share those within the group. Okay, so let me share with you the printable that I have for you. Let me back up. And adjust my, okay. So this is the printable that I have for you. I wrote everything out for you so that you wouldn't have to remember everything that I said, plus gave you examples on how to do each one of them, and gave you this little guy over here along with can move in all caps and the mountains with little dots, and blacked on the other side. So I hope that this is helpful for you all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and join me next week and we will learn another one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.